tear up, and you'll definitely want to rewatch it. So, we've already covered the stellar direction by Peter Jackson, the incredible cast, the massive $225 million budget, and the breathtaking visuals that make the Desolation of Smaug a cinematic gem. But there's still so much to unpack about what makes this movie tick. Its themes, its technical wizardry, its place in pop culture, and the little details that'll make your video shine. This is the second chapter of the Hobbit trilogy, released on December 13th, 2013, and it's where the stakes get higher, the world gets darker, and the adventure gets wilder. If you're looking for a film that blends heart, action, and fantasy, this is it. Let's keep exploring why you need to hit play on this one. One of the standout aspects of the Desolation of Smaug is how it builds on a foundation laid by an unexpected journey. This isn't just a sequel, it's a bolder, more confident chapter that takes risks. Peter Jackson, along with writers Fran Walsh, Philippa Boyens, and Guillermo del Toro, crafted a story that expands J.R.R. Tolkien's 1937 novel into something grander. They weave in elements from Tolkien's Lord of the Rings appendices, STS 1.0, adding depth without losing the book's charm. The result is a film that feels like a love letter to Tolkien's world, while making it accessible to newcomers. The pacing is tighter than the first film, with a mix of breathless action and quiet character moments that let you connect with Bilbo, Thorin, and the gang. It's a story about courage, loyalty, and facing the unknown. Universal themes that hit hard whether you're a fantasy fan or not. Let's talk about the themes, because they're a big reason this movie resonates. At its core, the Desolation of Smaug is about the journey of self-discovery. Bilbo, played by Martin Freeman, is growing into his role as a hero, finding bravery he didn't know he had. Thorin's quest, driven by Richard Armitage's intense performance, explores the burden of leadership and the pull of destiny. The film also touches on trust and teamwork, as the dwarves Bilbo and Gandalf face challenges that test their bonds. New characters like Tor, Evangeline, Lily bring fresh perspectives, emphasizing compassion and defiance against tradition. These themes are woven into the action, making every battle and quiet moment feel meaningful. Without spoiling anything, the film sets up big questions about power, greed, and hope that carry into the trilogy's finale. The cast is a huge draw, and their performances elevate these themes. Martin Freeman's Bilbo is the heart of the film. His everyman charm makes you root for him as he navigates dangers way beyond his hobbit-sized comfort zone. Richard Armitage's Thorin is a complex leader, torn between duty and personal struggles, while Ian McKellen's Gandalf brings wisdom and warmth that anchor the group. Evangeline Lilly's Tauriel adds a fiery, emotional edge, and Lee Pace's Thranduil is a mesmerizing mix of elegance and menace. Orlando Bloom's Legolas delivers acrobatic action, and Luke Evans' Bard grounds a fantasy with gritty humanity. Then there's Benedict Cumberbatch's vocal performance. Let's just say it's so commanding, you'll feel it in your bones. The dwarf ensemble, including Ken Stott, James Nesbitt, and Aidan Turner, brings humor and heart, making every scene vibrant. Their chemistry is electric, turning a big fantasy epic into a personal, relatable story. Now, let's geek out over production some more, because the behind-the-scenes effort is mind-blowing. Filming spanned 266 days across New Zealand, with additional pickups in 2013 to polish the film. The crew built massive sets, like the sprawling lake town, designed by Dan Henna to feel lived in and real. Weta Workshop crafted over 10,000 props, from elven blades to dwarven armor, with details so fine you need a magnifying glass to catch them all. The costume team created thousands of pieces, using materials like leather and silk to reflect each character's culture. The high frame rate, 48 frames per second, filming, a Jackson experiment, was tweaked after the first film's feedback to look more cinematic, balancing clarity with a dreamy quality. The 3D effects, designed by cinematographer Andrew Lesney, make scenes pop. Think arrows flying at you or vast caverns stretching into infinity. The barrel sequence, shot in a custom water tank, was a logistical nightmare, but the result is a heart-pounding, laugh-out-loud action scene that's pure Jackson magic. The visual effects by Weta Digital are a game-changer. Over 1,800 artists worked on everything from creatures to landscapes, earning Oscar, BAFTA, and Saturn nominations. They blended CGI with practical effects, like real sets for Bjorn's house or animatronic models for certain moments, to keep things grounded. The creature design is especially stunning, with details I won't spoil but will say are unforgettable. The sound design, led by David Farmer and Brent Burge, adds another layer, with every creak, roar, and whisper pulling you into Middle-earth. Howard Shore's score, performed by the New Zealand Symphony Orchestra, weaves new themes with classic Lord of the Rings motifs, creating an emotional roller coaster. The song I See Fire by Ed Sheeran, released November 5th, 2013, is a soulful closer that'll stick with you. The film's cultural impact is huge. It grossed $959 million worldwide, ranking fourth in 2013, but its influence goes beyond numbers. It reignited Tolkien mania, with fans flooding social media, especially Twitter, now X, with memes, art, and debates. The film's additions, like Toriel, sparked lively discussions among purists and newcomers alike, but they add emotional depth and broaden the story's appeal. The movie boosted New Zealand's tourism, with fans visiting Hobbiton and Mirkwood-inspired forests. Merchandise like Lego sets and collectibles flew off shelves, and the Los Angeles premiere on December 2nd, 2013, was a star-studded event that had fans buzzing. The extended edition, released November 2014, added 25 minutes of extra scenes, more Bjorn, Lake Town, and Gandalf, plus hours of behind-the-scenes content, perfect for your video's deep dive segments. This 161-minute or 186-minute extended film is a visual and emotional feast. It's got action that'll make your heart race, like the barrel chase, and quiet moments that hit you in the feels. The 3D and Dolby Atmos make it immersive, whether you're streaming on Max or watching the Blu-ray. The extended edition's bonus features, like 9 hours of documentaries, reveal the blood, sweat, and waterlogged actors behind the scenes. Fun fact: Martin Freeman reportedly groaned about the barrel scene's soggy conditions, but his commitment shines through. The film's themes, bravery, friendship, destiny, resonate universally, making it perfect for solo viewings or family movie nights. Why watch The Desolation of Smaug? It's a thrilling escape to a world where heroes rise, friendships are forged, and dangers lurk. The cast, visuals, and music create a sensory overload, while the story's heart keeps you invested. It's a bridge to the Lord of the Rings, packed with Easter eggs for fans and enough excitement for newbies. Whether you love action, fantasy, or character-driven drama, this movie delivers.